With our analysts, Brent Barry and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. Taking a look at Utah. And the Jazz start out with the ball. Here's Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
I'd like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
These teams both look to push the tempo in transition. Brett, what's the most underrated component of success with that style of play, you think?
You got to have committed runners, VA. That's the huge part about transition. If a guy has the ball, the best he can be is having options, not just to go score it himself, but to find guys who are willing to run the court with him.
And so it's Utah with it, after the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago from deep three-point range. And Porter hits from deep.
Porter in a comfortable place there. He likes to pass as being on target, and he stays perfect in rhythm with that, Jay.
Adebayo drives in. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Jazz. And here's Simmons. Scoring around 28.5 points a game. A very talented offensive player. Three-pointer, Vucevic. And here are the Hawks now. It's a three-point game.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive.
Oh, and he just said, oh, man!
And make it happen.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
Bam trying to expand his game a little bit as he's able to knock down the catch-and-shoot jumper.
Outside for Porter. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That'll belong to Kyle Lowry. Free throw good. Simmons. And so he makes both from the line. Now here's Adebayo. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. Out to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Murray on the take. Unable to get that one. Good D by Porzingis. Boucher right side. Let's go with a three. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
They kick it out to Murray. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Takes it inside. And it's Murray finishing it off.
That is one athletic young player. Murray making those dunks look easy.
Pass to Adebayo. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
What's interesting, Bam Adebayo grew up in a single-wide trailer home in Pinetown, North Carolina. Now, of course, living with his mother, he made it his mission to get her out of that trailer and into a better life.
Now here's Porter. to Porzingis. And Simmons, here we go. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far. And for motivation, Adebayo told us he kept a picture of that trailer hanging in his locker, adorning the home screen on his phone, its address written on his shoes.
And what motivation that was, and of course, seeing how far he's come. And he said that that trailer is where I got the ambition, the anger. If we had a better life, I wouldn't be here. That trailer made me.
And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Left side, Simmons. Stolen by Lowry.
The instincts on defense on full display there. It was a gamble for sure, but it paid off big time in the form of a steal.
6 on the shot clock.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Simmons is doubled. Outside for Porter. Back to Simmons. Inside. And that'll be Utah's ball as it goes out of bounds. Jazz able to keep possession. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Porzingis. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
It's tough to match up with the length of Porzingis, and when he's floating around there, sometimes those rebounds are going to come up, and he's just too big to not get some.
Kicks it out to Smart. George outside. Pass to Adebayo. Over Porzingis. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
And every bit of the body control right there for Adebayo out there, going right through the contact.
And the Jazz with possession here. There's 53 seconds left in the first. Vucevic gets the bucket.
Come on, man. They're making all kinds of late. Come on, man.
3-point shot in his 6th season. He has loads of trust in his jumper.
Good drive by Murray. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Murray. And he drives in, bearing his 2nd of 3 attempts.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Porzingis. Boucher outside. Here's Porter. Off the mark there with a 3. George outside. Outside Murray. Launches it. Drops in the 3. Murray's got 7 points in the game.
Well, if Murray can do that and become a threat from the 3-point line, look out.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. The Hawks on. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the Hawks here in this one?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Well, so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Pass to Adebayo. That shot, no good. The Jazz go the other way with it. Here's Porter. Boucher outside. From outside the arc. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player to help be a facilitator.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
To the wing, right side. Turner for 3. Boucher outside. Utah gets it back. Shot clock at 6. Here's Simmons.
That is what I'm talking about. Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Outside Murray. There's the drive. Got a hand on it. Here's Adebayo. Utah leading. The drive by Porter. George over to help. Boucher right side. Back to Porter. Pass to Turner. Over Adebayo. And again, it's Utah.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Teams changing it up here. And of the great scorers, Grant, who strikes you as the most unselfish?
Yeah, without a doubt, B.A., it's LeBron James. I mean, LeBron James throughout his career has been almost at times a pass-first kind of player. A guy who players love to play with because he's so good at facilitating the basketball and keeping everyone engaged. Oh, but by the way, he's a great scorer. May go down when it's all said and done as the greatest scorer ever in the NBA, as a guy who's so unselfish. The most unselfish scorer and maybe the most unselfish superstar in the history of the NBA.
Led the NBA in assists last season. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Good. Set up beautifully by George. And now it's just a 2-point Jazz lead. Left side Simmons. Pass to Turner. There's the three. The rebound by the Hawks. Well, without a doubt, Miles Turner is one of the elite defenders in the league. Over 2 blocks a game for several seasons now, Grant.
So impressive. Turner is top shelf when it comes to rim protection. He's great at challenging guards and big men alike, and his length and reach make it so difficult to navigate around him.
Always the connection with the teammate, that time Porzingis in the right spot. This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Pass to Simmons. Over George. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Murray with it. 7 points in the game. Going inside. Adebayo from long range. And it's Bagley with the rebound. And here are the Jazz. They're on a 12-4 run. Simmons drives in. Pass to Turner. From deep. He drops it from range. And now a 10-point Jazz lead.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots. Knocked them down.
What?
The game was fully in their control.
Left side Bagley. Now Porter. Nifty move. Adebayo grabs the board. George outside. Over to the wing. Adebayo in the post. Banked it in off the glass. Adebayo's got 6 here in the quarter.
Big time scoring explosion in this one from Bam. Didn't think he would have this kind of offensive impact.
Here's Simmons. 13 points in the game. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. George has got 5 points.
That's something I think Paul George in the offseason is really working on, just pulling up off the dribble, maintaining great balance. Very few flaws in his offensive game. Now, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from him. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
On the attack, Simmons. Good, and that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
You look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
The Hawks trailing. And here's Murray. Adebayo sets a screen. They drive by Murray. No good on the buzzer beater. And so...
Motherfucker making everything right now.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. On offense, here are the Hawks. Trailing by 4. Driving inside. Adebayo from long range. Nice shot there. Making him 8 for 13.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
It's Simmons with the drive. And fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
Well, now that we've had time here to evaluate, what are your thoughts on the NBA replay system?
Well, I know the replay system, BA, has had some mixed reviews, particularly when we stop action during the course of the game to go through this whole process of reviewing. But I think in this era that we're in, where there's so much information, social media, technology, being transparent like the NBA is, making sure that every call is right, particularly at the end of games where it's so critical to make sure the officiating is correct. I actually like it. I think it's added value to the game, and I think ultimately credibility to the officiating.
Out to Portis. 4 on the clock. The Hawks need to get one up here. Adebayo, no good.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Pass to Porzingis. Soft touch off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Jazz lead.
I think the talk about Porzingis being soft on the inside might be a little misguided. Playing pretty hard right now.
Murray's shot is good.
they're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's Simmons with a drive. Pass to Turner. Back to Simmons.
Come on, yo, why you leaving,
And it's
PG?
Simmons with the jam.
PG, stay.
Woo-wee. What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Here's Adebayo. Turner covers. They kick it out to Murray. Can't hit that time. Now the Jazz take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10.
Jamal Murray not shy, and it seems like obviously with each and every year gaining more and more confidence in what he can do to impact the game at which moment.
George outside. Adebayo sets a screen. Missed with a tie. Utah with the rebound. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And Jamal Murray will tell you, he plays better when he's challenged. He doesn't mind making some enemies along the way, Brent.
Well, I think he embraces the big moment, and then sometimes his reaction after plays gets the gall of those that are facing him. But the point is, he's a competitor. He has that chip on his shoulder. He's got another team's full attention.
And they double up Adebayo. Out to Lowry.
Come on.
Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's Simmons. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Outside Murray. Pass to Adebayo. Tries to snap the cold streak. And it's good on the lay-in. Adebayo's got 22 points.
And teammates more and more looking for plays from Murray like that.
Back to Turner. Adebayo grabs the board.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Woo-wee. What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
More and more as Porzingis is playing these minutes and has these scoring opportunities, he's dealing with the contact much better.
Now here's George. 10 points for him. Lets the 3 fly. And his 5th pick of the game in 12 attempts.
PG playing behind the pick and roll, able to use his size. Pretty good decision that time with the basketball.
Pass to Turner. Another shot. Count it and 1. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The full quarter, that's not enough.
It goes on Bam Adebayo.
Stay consistent. Stay consistent.
And the free throw, no good. It's George on the wing. 13 points in the game. 41 seconds left in the third. That shot missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
They kick it out to Porzingis. Back to Porter. Pass to Porzingis. To the paint. Here's Turner. Lays it up and banks it in. And now a 5-point Jazz lead.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
George with it. Into the lane. Ooh, good D by Bagley. Turner for 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. with these teams locked in a very close contest. This fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And the Jazz call time here.
And BA at Duke, Marvin Bagley shot over 60% from the field and almost 40% from the three-point line. If he can approach those percentages in the NBA, whoa, he'll be a star.
Utah leading. And Bagley, 6'11", lefty, coming in. He drew comparisons to Chris Bosh. You buying that?
You know, BA, that's not a bad template for MB3 to follow. If his shooting develops, I think he's got the quickness to play that face-up.
Yes, sir!
Oh, my!
Throw that one up top. What a play! Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a little over, but I love to see him get up.
The Jazz on offense. And Simmons, here we go. That one is off. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. And Adebayo slams it in.
Love it when the big guy like Adebayo is out there making it happen in the fast break.
To the right side. Outside Porter. Drives to the hoop.
Oh my. What?
There. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity, a three-point play. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
And Michael Porter Jr. being drafted was a bit of a high risk, high reward due to the fact that physically he needed to come a long way to be consistent in the NBA. We may be seeing signs that it's going to pay off with huge dividends.
And it's Simmons with the jam.
Bagley showing he can be effective on defense, jumping up and getting a steal.
Teams deciding to change it up.
You could really see his squad was losing steam. Smart timeout to give them a breather.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Murray drives in. Utah with the rebound. Outside Simmons. Boucher outside. Back to Simmons. George with it. Picked up by Simmons. George outside. Shot clock at 5. And he banks in the layup. George has got 9 points now in the second half.
Well, he knows how to score, and he does just that. Don't let Paul George fool you. He can finish inside.
Oh, he nails it. 10 for 14 after that one.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Pass to Adebayo. Kicks it out to Smart. Back to Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
When you try your best defensively to push Bam away from the rim, that's easier said than done.
Simmons with it. George defending. And Simmons, here we go. The shot that time, not on target. Ooh, nice D from George. The finish! And Adebayo slams it in.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
And that one's good. Simmons. Simmons has got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Ooh, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
The versatility of Paul George as he's matured and put some more weight on his frame through the years. He's an exceptional two-way player with outstanding length and a tremendous scoring ability.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
First one falls for him.
And what a luxury if Murray can play both.
I'm gonna call you back.
Are you packing?
Yeah.
I'm lying.
I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call you back.
Guard positions, a perfect blend of shrewd passing and some fearless shooting.
It's both from the stripe.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Now Simmons. Porzingis with it. Guarded by Adebayo. Pass to Boucher.
No.
Jamal Murray picks up.
Murray, you didn't need to.
That's his first foul. And the Jazz call time here. Here's Simmons. Driving to the basket. Turner. Great positioning on the putback. And the Jazz lead by 3.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Nice shot by George.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Here's Simmons. That one goes. Count it. Simmons has got 27 points.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Outside Simmons. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. He hits the first one, and that gives him a lead. And so both free throws good, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And just incredible confidence at the free throw line. That is how you win close games.
The 3, George. Another 3 for Atlanta.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop.
54 seconds left in the game. There's the drive. He shoots again. And he buries it.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
That's a patented move, I think, for Porzingis. Excellent with the catch and shoot.
27 seconds left to play in the fourth. The 3, George. Oh, he knocked down the trifecta.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And now we've got an intentional foul. He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
That'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
There's 14 seconds left in the final quarter. Three-pointer. Rebound Atlanta. It's George with the drive. And so they foul intentionally. Good on first. And that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both. And it's a 7-point game. Poke loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
So this one belongs to the Hawks. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game. They overcame every one.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill.
Said she wanna ride with us, then ride with us. Said she wanna roll with us, then roll with us. Said she wanna rock with us, with us. I know you've been hanging, and I know you've been. What's that whip that you driving? What's that you rocking? Yeah, I know you've been hanging, and I know you've been. What's that whip that you driving? What's that you rocking? Don't you feed them? Don't you feed them? Say she wanna ride with us, then ride with us. Say she wanna roll with us, then roll with us. Say she wanna rock with us, with us. I've been moving through.
Jazz looking to take charge here at home as we bring it to you live on 2K Sports from Salt Lake City, Utah. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Atlanta right now in the middle of a road trip.
And keep in mind, just the 2-game season series. This is their final game.
Oh!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right? Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a little, but I love to see him get up.
And they double up Simmons. No one near Turner as he lets it go. A three-pointer, no good.
And the versatility of Paul George's game. Elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
When you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor, I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
6 to shoot. Back to Turner. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Using a unique blend of power and finesse, Turner can make some tough baskets down low.
You grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Any sharp guys in the NBA.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Out to Porzingis. Back to Turner. Fires from the wing. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Pass to Adebayo. And it's sent back by Turner.
Humanity, 5 years in a row, I still don't do police, cut it out like they care when they do the least. Every time I drop a new release, girl, they pull up to my door like I'm Uber Eats, I flex. I let the full way do the deeds when I'm touring, I do the streets. Full calm till you're caught on the rope, your stupid tweets, and then you act like you need to beef. I thought I told you, I'm young, black, flying handsome, run down the road like a Rachel Hanson. Young, black, flying handsome, run down the road like a Rachel Hanson. Young, black, flying handsome, run down the road like a Rachel Hanson. Young, black, flying handsome, run down the road like a Rachel Hanson. It's like I'm young, black, flying handsome, run down the road like a Rachel Hanson. Painting gonna hold me at ransom. I go booth and make an anthem. I just drop the heat and do tour from Amsterdam to New York. You a dork. You a straw. I calm down, don't get defensive. Oh, this flow is so expensive. I can't let you break this. They shall try and reinvent this. They shall try and they will fail. All my G's they buy and sell. Rude boy, I should be in jail for these rhythms that I push to my clientele. Right, look, I'm young, black, flying cool. Think that's how I got by in school. Man get booked, start buying jewels. The man get shook, start buying. Oh man, you bunch of lying fools. Rude boy, diss me if you dare. Then she whispered in my ear, said, my queen mystery bear. It's like I'm young, black, flying handsome. Run down the road like a Rachel Hanson. Young black flying handsome, bang down the road like a Rachel Anson. Young black flying handsome, bang down the road like a Rachel Anson. Young black flying handsome, bang down the road like a Rachel Anson.
Guess what? I just put my logo in my pool. Guess what? I just made a in the booth. Guess what? They be taking photos when I move. Guess what? I still got control. How about you? Guess what? I just put my logo in my pool. Guess what? I just made a in the booth. Guess what? They be taking photos when I move. Guess what? I still got control. How about you? Guess what? Race against your doubt. A lot of y'all ain't running fast enough. I can spot a fake before we even finish dapping up. Clapping when they win, but when I win, they never clap it up. Parents' marriage crumble, so I told my mama pack it up. Eating till I'm fat enough. Rise again like Lazarus. They be thinking what I'm saying. Tell me how you mad at us. Who this is 10 to 9 to I'm about to block you, cause that gon' have me acting up. Laugh it up and celebrate my life. I want roses when I'm living, not just roses when I. This ain't something I was given, had to take it, make it mine. Stay on offense, keep on winning, gotta make it, take it mine. I got many checks, I'm swimming in it. Different. And Nipsey did it, make it through, give me a minute. Only thinking vertical, run the marathon from top to bottom, no from McLaren's a convertible. My Porsche's name is Percival. I studied it inside out, but I am not reversible. Living way too purposeful, my values ain't coercible. You made a hit, but you probably still not reimbursable. Money every Friday, indie catalog, I'm versatile. My throwaways are hits for you, one day I might be merciful. Shooting for the stars, I never hesitate, I'm versatile. Y'all be with the common folk, I'm at the private tournament. Guess what, yo, I just put my logo in my pool, guess what? I just made in the booth, guess what? They be taking photos when I move, guess what? I still got control, how about you, guess what? I just put my logo in my pool, guess what? I just made in the booth, guess what? They be taking photos when I move, guess what? I still got control, how about you, guess what?
Spend $250,000 on the coupe, guess what? Met Gala 100 for the suit, bless us. Never call a truce, so you never want a problem. Just a legend how I move. Hairbrush, me and Russ coming like we dread Snoop. 6'4" Impala, just the way we play with big bank baller and I paint them on it. Dolce and Gabbana of Versace be the move. It's no love for haters, so far from neighbors. 6 chain swinging, make it so hard on traders. Start off at Avis, now it's the latest. Made top 5 in the South, he the greatest. Thought I was minor, my thoughts were major. Call it designer, sharp as a razor. Yo, declining, thought it was phases. Call it your Uber is waiting.
Guess what? I just put my logo in my pool, guess what? I just made a in the booth, guess what? They be taking photos when I move, guess what? I still got control, how about you, guess what? I just put my logo in my pool, guess what? I just made a in the booth, guess what? They be taking photos when I move, guess what? I still got control, how about you, guess what?
He thought the money make you happy, it don't make you different. I start to see that myself when I got a couple million. Roll through the mud, I can't lie, I seen too much real outside there. I told my brother had some patience and your day'll come. Now he's sitting in